Hello there, From17 once again. This is my Witcher 2 Dark Mode difficulty video walkthrough. This is the Eternal Battle, and this is one of the more interesting sections of the game. It is a moment where you step out of the shoes of Geralt and into the shoes of the soldiers as you live this memory in this eternal battlefield. And the one thing I have to really put stress on here, which I already have in the instance that we did before when we got to play as a different person, for some reason you cannot roll. And I'll never understand how this happens, because rolling on this game is single-handedly the most important part of combat, because it is how you stay alive. Like, there's a counter system and a riposte system, which involves blocking, parrying, but you take damage when you do it, and that to me is a pointless system. So rolling, by its very definition, becomes the best way to stay alive, and then on an instance like this, they remove that functionality, so it just seems really strange. This particular moment right now is really just crazy. Like, the first time you do this, you'll die a dozen times, because I don't know what happens. For some reason, sometimes you just take massive damage even when you're in cover, and other times you don't take any damage at all. So just get the pattern down, get the rhythm down, and just hope you don't get cheesed by wonky game mechanics. Like, that looks really simple there, but on my first playthrough I died a handful of times because I got hit when I shouldn't have. It's pretty tricky. Another thing as well, folks, is the continuity on this guide is going to be difficult to maintain because the order I approached the levels was kind of different, so just bear that in mind. Like, the easiest way to tell how they link is how much of the bar I've got where I'm able to do the special moves, which I can't for the life of me remember what they're called because it's been a little bit too long. But the cool thing is I've named the missions, the title of the video, sorry, what the missions are. So if you are struggling on a particular mission, when you search for it, you will find the video you need. And I'm going to try and make the playlist as linkable as possible, but I don't think it needs to be 100% because you can handle the missions in any order, which is one of the more interesting aspects of the game. Right now I'm utilising the counter mechanic because the roll mechanic is AWOL, so this is the next best option, I think. And I would probably really like that riposting technique if it wasn't so damn slow and animation heavy. Like, one thing you might have noticed on this game, if you're just a casual observer, is when you attack, there's a ton of wind up before you hit, before you land, and it can make and break certain games, I feel. And this is one of those moments where it definitely takes away from the fun of the combat. But this right now is back in Geralt's shoes, so we can roll and we can use our magic. This is one of the... What the hell's the name of this thing? I can't read it because, as I mentioned, the preview screen is kind of blurry. But it's a big blobby monster, so let's just smash it to death. And I think the boss turns up now. Is this the boss fight? It is. This boss can be super difficult, but if you hit it from behind and you chain kill it like I do right now, it's a piece of piss. But don't let that fool you, folks. If you don't get that where you evade his attack and then you essentially stun lock him to death, that boss can be really tricky because any hits it lands on you are very close to instant kills. It does really big damage, and if you hit it from in front, it's armoured tits, so you'll do barely any damage, but its back is its weak point, and as you just saw, I absolutely demolished it, and some people think that that's one of the hardest bosses on the game, so it just goes to show, if you exploit its weakness, that thing is very simple. But thanks for watching, and as always, you take care now.